During our final week where we look at the basics of an information system, we're going to look at the network connections between the database and the different clients. But before we start with that, we're going to tie up a loose end with the hardware and software plans. Last week we brainstormed over some ideas of what companies may take into consideration when they're looking to purchase hardware and software. This week we're going to apply that to the company that you selected in week 2. So you're going to create a one-page report in Word where you consider the hardware and software criteria that the company you selected would consider for making hardware and software selections. So there are some items that you want to take into consideration when making this plan. You want to think about the company culture, what kind of products or services that they provide. For example, you're not going to see Macs considering what types of Windows machines that they're going to purchase or what kind of Android phones they're going to purchase, because I'm going to bet that everybody at Apple uses a Mac. So keep those things in mind. Whenever you consider their products and services, you'd want to think about people not only in the office, but maybe there are field agents. For example, if you're looking at an insurance company, you would want to consider what those people outside of the office might need as well. Don't get too bogged down into the finite details, but get these posted. Again, this is something you want to get posted by Monday night, because you will need to have time to look at the other plans and respond to at least 2 of your classmates. Now we're ready to start looking at the connections to the database management system. We'll talk about the different types and how they're arranged and what all those terms mean. You may run across those out there inside the real world. I have a network type project where you'll take a look at the different types of networks and what kind they are and why it's important to know which kind they are. One of the biggest networks out there is the internet. So I have 2 videos over how the internet works and what the World Wide Web means in plain English. I want to take some time and understand all those components, particularly how these components in this bullet point work together to get you connected from your home computer to the internet. And I hope by you taking a look and understanding what all these terms are, that you can score perfect on this essay quiz below. An interesting topic this week as we talk about Google and their response to a government request for information. Here is a video from 2006 of where it initially happened, and since then Google has now introduced a Google Transparency Report. Take a look at it if you've never heard of it, and if you really want to kill a lot of time, go check out the page transparentreport.google.com. It will tell you, what kind of entities are making requests for their user data. And in the spirit of full disclosure, I thought you might also enjoy looking at the request for Apple, Facebook, the Nest, Microsoft, and even Uber. There are additional links to more transparency reports on the Google link, so if you've got one particularly that you're interested in, you may want to check that out. Finally, after you kill a lot of time looking at that, you'll have a blog entry where you'll respond to these 2 questions up here. Make sure that you take time to respond to at least one of your peers. So get this in early as well. So Google and the government request blog, you want to get that done by Monday night so your peers have time to respond. We'll take a look at what the difference between intranets, extranets, and the internet so that you understand what all those are. Quick journal post over that. And then finally you have a quiz, an essay exam, where you'll be asked to explain how the internet works, and there are a couple other questions here too, which should be a slam dunk after taking a look at all the data for the week, all the information for the week. So that's what we have going on. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I look forward to seeing you on the discussion board and on the blog. Have a great week.